Greetings, this is Brian Schwartz with AuthorDock. I wanted to walk you through some of the highlights of AuthorDock as we've used this tool on a regular basis quite frequently, and I think you're going to find it extremely helpful as we have. So you will have created an account, and if for some reason you don't have an account yet, you'll see up here in the upper right hand corner there should be a register option, and I'll approve you and then assign a project to you. So I'm going to go in and we're just going to look at a particular project. You're only going to see the projects that you're assigned to. So if you're a client, you may see Answer Hub, which includes a lot of information that I put in here that's relevant to all of our clients, and it has a great search tool. In fact, you can search all of AuthorDock by just going to AuthorDock.com/search, and then it'll search across all projects. But let's go back to take a look at one particular project so you can see what is there. Now, by default, I most likely have set it up so this is the page that opens up. And this is the punch list, and this is really the core of AuthorDock. And what you do is you look into any particular issue here, and you can also create a new issue here if you're a client or if you're a partner. But we're going ahead and click in one, and you can see within the item a couple things. There's checklists potentially if there's several steps involved, and then there's a person that's currently assigned to it. Right now it's assigned to Andy, the client, pending client action. And there is basically the thread of everything that's going on with this particular item. And if you want to update it, you want to click update and just write your notes right here, whatever it is, set up on Ingram, complete, something like that, and you can click submit, and that will go out to everyone. Well, it'll go out to the person that it's assigned to, or whoever's added as a watcher. So you're not going to notify people unless they're on the watch list. So basically, if we want to add watchers, I'm going to go ahead and add Andy and myself to this. And now anytime I do an update, it's going to notify these folks no matter who it's assigned to. I may have turned it off so it doesn't notify myself. In fact, let's go over to settings for a second. Under my account, this is helpful. Right here, email notifications, I check this. I don't want to be notified of changes that I make myself. Otherwise, because I was getting a lot of emails. Because every time there's an action in the AuthorDock of something you're assigned to or that you're on as a watcher, it's going to send you an email notification. And let's take a look at what the email looks like. I'm just going to show you here. This is how it will come through. So for example, here's one I assigned to Lindsay in her project, and she marked it complete. You can see here what's changed. If I want to take a look at this one, I just click on here, and I don't reply to this email because it's not going to go to Lindsay if I do. What I need to do is click on the request, and it'll take me to that page actually and show me what she changed there. So it'll take me right to the specific item, and if I need to make a comment here for Lindsay, I can just type update, and I just type here, great job, thank you, more to follow. And then I can click submit, and she'll get an email because it was assigned to her, just stating that. Let's go back to this where we've got a lot more. I wanted to just point out, so if you want to create a new punch list item, all you do is you click new event, type in the topic here, some description information, who it's assigned to. You don't have to assign it to anybody. This is just priority, and I'll talk in another video about the differences between must, should, and could. And then there's the timeline, which if there's due dates assigned to particular tasks, you can actually see them on a timeline chart, on a Gantt chart, which is very helpful. Marketing, not everybody's using this. Andy's not using it, but you essentially can build a really nice marketing plan right in here. I'll talk more about that in another video. Metadata, this is where everything related to that the author or the partners may need, we try to put everything kind of in this one spot. that we need to pull from on a regular basis. War rooms. War rooms is an interesting and I think very helpful tool. Think of it as a shared notebook. And I will, in this case, there's actually just one war room. It's called Notebook. But in some cases, you'll see multiple war rooms. So let's go back to projects for a second. The Answer Hub here has multiple war rooms. And you can click in it, and you'll basically see all the messages within a particular war room. And you can click on to read more about this. Again, it's information I've just found is helpful. But your specific war room for your project, what you're typically going to see is correspondence that goes in here. So Andy and I have gone back with lots of frequently asked questions, and I've asked him to put his questions in here. I get notified anytime there's a new post in here. In fact, we all do. If you're not getting those, let me know. But just back and forth. And the beauty is when Andy's ready to pick up the ball on this project, he can just go into this one interface. You know, he's got his own project and get to everything he needs. So that is a real brief overview. I'm going to point you to some additional resources to talk about how you format in it. What else? Oh, and let me just show you one last thing is on the activity tab. This is really helpful because it's basically like a timeline of everything that's been done. I think it's over a 2-week period. So you can kind of catch up really quickly on everything that's been done on the project, and no matter who's been adding things or commenting on things or taking action. And actually you can look at, you can apply, we don't need the time, so it'll also show any additions to the war rooms, which is the messages, things like that. So again, quick overview of AuthorDock. I think the more you use it, I know the more you use it, the more you're going to find it indispensable as we do. And we couldn't really do our job without it. So I appreciate you jumping in and learning it. Again, this is Brian Schwartz with AuthorDock.com. Have a great day.